Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm here. Sorry for well, I guess it's only a minute. I was slightly delayed by technology not working properly. But hello. Let me turn off my fan so you don't hear it. But hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's good to be here. I feel like, I don't know why last week felt like a very long time ago, but it did. But that's fine. So I'm excited for a new week. I'm excited for more crochet talk, more crochet foundry talk. Melinda, hello. Good morning. I was about to say it is not the morning, but it is. It is for many of you. But good morning, everybody. Melinda, good morning. Christina, hello. How's everybody doing today? For whatever reason, last week felt like maybe a very long week or something. Hopefully it wasn't just me, but maybe it was. But hopefully, I guess that's not the best thing if it felt like a long week. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating it feels like I haven't done this on a very long time. But good morning. Hello, Kayla. Good afternoon, Lowell. Yeah, afternoon, morning. I know I guess it's 11 Central, so it's noon by the time, it's afternoon by the time we're on Eastern. So, and for me, it's early evening, 5. I don't know if that's early evening. I would say so. But welcome. I'm happy everybody is joining in. Happy Wednesday. I have a new swatch as always, because why don't I just start more things? I will finish something on this live. It will happen. I was chatting with a I'm not a designer, but a designer, but a fellow Crochet Foundry person who's designed for us before. And they needed a plus size pattern tested for Crochet Foundry, and it's later this year, not anytime soon. And I thought, why not? So I'm using my trusty dusty little Foundry hook. So this is the one you get with the subscription, but I thought, why not? I enjoy pattern testing, but I just need time. And thankfully this one, there's a lot of time for it. So I said yes, and I thought I would show you my little swatch. I tried it. Okay, so I have no issue saying this. I used a non-frills hook at first, but it actually measures smaller than it is, so I can't use it because my gauge actually did come out a little funny. So then I restarted with a frills hook, and mainly because I have most of those. But yeah, so I started my swatch, got it done, did not measure properly. I have calipers and everything. So I measured it. And this just shows you that this is a machine made crochet hook, and it's supposed to measure 5, and it measures closer to a 4.5. But it just shows you even machine made hooks aren't always perfect. Kind of funny. I actually thought it was very funny. But anyway, I want to keep saying my hellos. Sanita, hello. Monica, good morning. Lindsay, good morning. I'm happy to see you here. Have I heard of Crochet Academy with Tia? Okay. We are a big Tony Lipsy Tia Yarn Crafts fan here. I am. And honestly, so is Frozen Crochet Foundry. We don't have a pattern with her, but that's something that we would like to in future do more work with Tony, because honestly, she's just great. So I have heard of it. Monica, are you working on something through Crochet Academy? I'm so curious. Feel free to share. Kayla, the hook matches the yarn perfectly, right? I tried uploading a picture on the group that I shared at the very, very beginning of this live, and I thought the same thing. And what's funny is my little mat that I work on, mainly my literal mat for my mouse and my keyboard and everything, is purple too. So if it's not uploaded by the end of today, it will be uploaded. Or by the end of this live, it'll be uploaded by the end of today. I don't know why. My internet was being funny, but it happens. It happens. Let's see. Hello, Megan. I'm happy you're here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Okay, we got everybody, I think, so far that's been saying hello and good morning. I like to say my hellos. Somebody said last week of we love how you say hi to everybody. But honestly, it's I love seeing who's here. And I know not everybody comments, but it's nice to see I if I join a live and I say hello, I feel like I would feel so touched. So that's why I say hi to everybody, because I do want you to know, like, I see you. I'm so happy you're here. And it really does fill my day with joy. When everybody says hi and like just checks in and stuff. But Naked Snail, hello. Monique, good to see you. Let's see. I think there was another question. I'm actually making the Mesa hat from Tony. Listen, I have not made that hat, but I have that pattern. So maybe one day. I would love to work more with Tony. And we send her like little things from Furls every now and then, just because like if we see something that either we think she'll like or anything like that, we do like to send her. So I'm hoping in future we can work more for her. I know she's just so incredibly busy in the best of ways, which is honestly so great to see and hear that a designer that you like admire and that does deserve all of this like work is getting the work, right? Like all the recognition and the work that comes with it. But Monica, I'm really glad to hear that I learned how to Tunisian crochet through Tony. She has great resources. And listen, I know this is Crochet Foundry, but we like to share, like, that's honestly the best part, is working with designers. And so when we see good designers, even if we don't have like a pattern from them, like on a Crochet Foundry, like, listen, I will be the first one. I mean, I have like a Tony sweatshirt, like it says like the, oh my goodness, I blanked, but it's a sweatshirt that I wear normally when it's colder. But yeah, so I'm so happy that you're doing Crochet Academy. I'm so happy. It's like super helpful. She's so knowledgeable. But yeah, I love seeing that you guys are like involved with her academy and I watch all her videos. So but I'm so glad everyone's here. 1 month until I head to London. So excited. Julie, best of travels. I believe, did we potentially email before and I potentially shared some local yarn stores? I hope I did. If not, if you did want to know local yarn stores in London, feel free to email us and they'll send it. If I don't get my eyes on it first, somebody will assign it to me and I can answer. But I'm currently in the session of Crochet Academy, seeing if I can learn anything new. Sanita, that's a great thing. Like, we've talked about how we learn new things all the time. Like so for this swatch, that's what's kind of funny. It's Alpine Stitch. I've never worked Alpine Stitch, and I knew the way the pattern is written is actually very simple to follow. But then I just like to kind of get eyes on a tutorial and things like that. So it was just kind of fun to learn a new stitch. I'd heard of it. I know what it looks like. I just never done Alpine Stitch. So I think that's phenomenal that you can join like Tony's Crochet Academy and learn something new. Like, I feel like you can, at least even if we're knowledgeable in crochet where we're not a beginner, it's kind of fun to learn tips and tricks, because I do feel like everybody has like different things they do. May it be like, for example, when I chain for like a double crochet for my next row, I normally do 2 instead of 3 because that's how I like it. But I know people like 3 instead of like chain 3. So it's different fun stuff like that. Let's see. I'm looking. I don't want to miss any comments. Good morning from the wet coast of BC. Still in leather. I hope you're not in leather in the rain. But if you are, stay as dry as you can. Oh gosh. I feel like I have a list of like some summery spring patterns, and I was looking at them because I was like, oh, I want to share some of these on my live because they're like really nice. There's one top I really love. And I was like, but wait, like, I guess it's May. And I was thinking it could still not be very warm for some people. And so then I was just like looking at just different options to recommend, because I know there's sometimes a lot of questions on recommendations of like things that are beginner friendly or things to make, or, so I wanted to share a couple of those. But I hope you're staying dry, or as dry as possible. Let's see, I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Okay, I think I'm catching up so far. Sometimes I talk too much and then I miss too many comments, and then it's a lot. Monique, I see that she also taught you to do Tunisian crochet. I'm making a beautiful beach tunic Tunisian crochet that I'm going to. No, you should totally try to make, like, First of all, I love a tunic. So anytime anybody's like, a tunic, yes. But I think it'd be a Tunisian one would be so fun to make. But yarn is my love language. Thank you, Christina and Monique. I think, Monique, you have that sweatshirt maybe? We've definitely talked about it, but like I said, we're big Tony fans at Furls at Crochet Foundry, me personally. But yes, okay, Julie, glad I sent you that email with the stores. Always, y'all, if for those that don't know, I'm in the UK. I'm based in London. And it's fun. I love going to different places in the US when I go home and then trying out like local yarn shops. I'm sure many of you like to do that whenever you do travel. And yeah, but anyway, I will keep moving so I don't just talk about yarn. Dee, hello, Dee. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I love saying hello to everybody. It's my favorite part. Let's see. She's doing. Oh, okay. I combined two. Dee says howdy, everyone, just to let you know. Dee sends her regards to everybody here. Let's see. She's doing extra stuff on Saturday for additional info and learning. If this is Tony, she's the best. I will never stop yelling praises for her. She really, honestly, is so fun to watch. And like I said, we're big fans. We sent her, I think we sent her Purple Heart, which I have here when we launched it. And it was so fun. I was like, anytime we send her a little care package, I'm like, I send this so much with love. Please accept our love. So, and she posted a little video and it was really sweet. So we love Tony here, if we hadn't made it clear. Oh, Granny D, hello. Oh, wait, are you on? I just see, I was like, wait a second. D sounds very, very familiar for a reason. And it's because Knit, Purl, and Squirrel. Love it. We literally just went from winter the other day to summer now. I am sure finding what to wear is not the easiest right now. I feel like I do try to crochet and knit the things like depending on the weather. And that does happen a lot where I'll be working on like a bulky weight, like acrylic yarn, like something super warm because it's so cold. And then a week later, I'm like switching to a cotton type of like cotton linen blend or something. You know, it's kind of funny. The weather cracks me up sometimes. But I hope everybody's doing well. Is anybody working on anything exciting? Anything Crochet Foundry related? Like I said, I was trying to get this swatch up so I could send the link and we could start posting like work in progress pictures, because technically this is a crochet along where you can win. And I'll share the rules. I don't share them too often because I forget and I'm so sorry. Anybody from work who's watching me, always feel free to remind me if you see that I'm not saying something I'm supposed to be saying. But this is technically a crochet along. That's why I have my little swatch. But if you want to potentially win a Furls Crochet gift card at the end of the month, yes, I don't know why I questioned that for a second. Which will be, I think, next week. Next week will be when we draw prizes. But let me get the date for you. I was wrong. 2 weeks from now. We have a 31 in May. So May 31st, I will go through the post. You just have to post your works in progress, and it has to be a Crochet Foundry pattern. You don't have to have the pattern done. If it's, you know, a sleeve or a front panel of something, or you're just working through a swatch, please feel free to post that, and that's kind of your entry. It's quite simple. Like I've mentioned before, I like something more relaxed, something more chill, where you're not like, by week 1, you have to have the gauge swatch in the first panel, and the week 2, you're doing the sleeve. So nothing like that. Just pick a pattern from Crochet Foundry that you really enjoy. That's why I do like to show little different recommendations. And we're going to try something new today. I'm going to, because it's so bright now, I can't really show my iPad really well as I used to be able to, which was super helpful. But I'm going to try to screen share with you some of my favorite summery, springy makes. So there's a couple that are, I would say they're all beginner friendly. Maybe one of them could be intermediate, but anyway, I'll get to that later. But yeah, that's pretty much the crochet along rules. It's just that you just post your work in progress in the post that will be pinned in the group that I sent earlier. I'll send it again. I'll send the group again. So if you're not in the group, you can join the group. If you're not on Facebook, we do have an Instagram hashtag that we can use. I will share that momentarily once I type it out. But yeah, so right now it is kind of mainly based on Facebook primarily. If you have Instagram, that's also an option. However, we are hopefully working on being able to do like a Ravelry group or something like that. Because I know some people are not on social media and they only watch the lives through the YouTube. So, through the YouTube channel. Anyway, I'm going to keep scrolling. I don't want to miss anything. Dee, that's a great question. There are lots of yarn shops in London. I've been there a couple of times, but wasn't. Yes and no. So there's a lot of yarn shops, like local yarn stores, which are really nice. I will say, when I say no, I mean they're not as heavily focused on crochet, which is kind of a big bummer. More of them do kind of lean more towards knitting. But yarn is yarn, and you can use beautiful hand-dyed yarns for knitting and crochet. So there's actually several. Yeah. Has anyone talked to Ola Jo? I'm not sure. I hope Ola Jo is doing well. Ola Jo, we send our best regards. We hope you're doing well. Leanna, hello. Hello, Leanna. I know technically we're not so, well, this is more of a sneak peek too. I'm working on a swatch of an alpine stitch. I thought you should know, but that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, y'all. Let's see. Hello, Yarning for a Smile. I love that handle. I think I said that the last time you commented hello because it's just so sweet to me. But anyway, hello, Tracy. Howdy from Pennsylvania. I love your little dogs. They're so cute. I love dogs. Sometimes you can hear them kind of groaning in the background. That's them. That's not me. We had freezing conditions overnight. Vegetable. Oh no, still not warm enough for to plant a vegetable garden. Yeah, we don't want those vegetables to die. Let's see. Ola Jo is traveling. Thank you for letting us know, Dee. I was actually slightly concerned because I hadn't seen her. So we are a close community here. So we notice when people who are normally on are not on. That's why I love this group. So it's always fun to see new people join and then kind of like become regulars. And then it's like when you're not there, we miss you. Like literally when we're like, what's going on? But Ola Jo, safe travels. Y'all, life in Alabama is a hot mess with weather. If we tried to knit and crochet according, things would never be done. That could be why I never finish anything. I'll blame that because then that means it's not me. So I won't blame myself because thankfully I know because I read people's comments and like even on social media when we're looking at stuff and people say, oh, I started that, but I haven't finished it. Thankfully, that's a lot of us. Doing a crochet test. Oh, you're doing a crochet test. I love testing. Anyway, I made the Robina tank from the May issue. Oh my goodness, did you, Kayla? Do you have any pictures? Please feel free to share that in the Facebook group. I love to see finished projects. I think because I don't finish mine, it still feels like somewhat of an accomplishment when other people finish theirs. We would love to see, Kayla. If you want to share, please feel free to. I know more than myself would be so happy to see that. Tracy, you're working on a gnome. That's super fun. I love that. I know Crystal from Furls and Crochet Foundry and Crystallized Designs. She has done like a lot. She's designed like several gnomes and they're so cute. They're so cute. I wish I knew how to like do them. I think it's like similar to like amigurumi-ish, so that's not my forte. But I can't. I love them. I wish I could. The summer top in this month's issue looks like a possibility. Cynthia, I love that. We love possibilities here. You can do it. I believe in you. This month there were several that were so pretty this month. I think it's just the brightness of spring that kind of translates in those photographs for May. Oh, love them. Let's see, working on fidgets and crouch plants. Oh, so fun. I love little pants. I just saw like I know not a fidget spinner, but it was like this thing where it's a similar theory of like kind of keeping your hands busy, like that kind of toy, if you will. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing. I'd never seen it. Monique, you're working on a shawl, got consistent of single crochet and triple crochet, the pink one, and I'm also doing the iPad case. Oh yes, that one from, I believe that was April or March. And it's that like, it has 2 colors, really pretty. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I did share the Crochet Foundry Facebook group. That's kind of where all of our posts are regarding this like crochet along. So if you ever have questions and we're not on the live, please feel free to ask in that group. You're also able to email us. I'm going to send our email address because I know that sometimes it's just easier to email than on a group. So support@crochetfoundry.com. So that's for in general. If you ever have any questions regarding to Crochet Foundry, please feel free to email us. We will get to you as soon as we can. Normally like 1 to 2 business days with Crochet Foundry email. Let's see. Thank goodness 2 more weeks to go on the cal. This has been a rough month. My 7-year-old daughter fell roller skating and broke her arm. I'm so sorry. So I've not had much to do anything. I'm so sorry. I hope your daughter gets better. Like, that's rough. I cannot. A broken like limb scares me so much. So I hope she's doing better, and I hope she just heals quickly. I do hear that like when you're younger, you do kind of heal quicker. I hope that's the truth. Is that a doff button on your bed? I keep waiting to watch it move. That is my dog. So regarding for a smile, there's I now see that there's a pillow with a skull on it, but right next to it, that is my dog. So you could see it move. I apologize. Oh goodness. And still in leather, just finally finished my color pooling blanket. I love color pooling. I didn't really know too much about color pooling. I'd seen it somewhat in knitting. I'd seen it somewhat in crochet, but like only like scrolling through social media. I just kind of did like a deep dive the other day, and it is so cool. All like the color pooling things you can do. It's also kind of like, it can be complex. It doesn't have to be complex, but the more complex side of it blows my mind. London, this is London in the UK. So I think I am a little bit behind on my comments here, but yeah, I'm in the UK. Though I have not been to London, Ontario. I have been to London, Connecticut, I believe is the state. But anyway, Miss Karen, hello. So happy you're here from Forest Hills, New York City. It makes me happy. You got your small teak bowl from yesterday. Congrats. I love that teak bowl. I don't know if you saw the little video on social media. I was the one recording that, and it was so fun. I hope you enjoy your teak bowl, Miss Karen. I love a yarn bowl. I don't always use them because sometimes I'll, like, for example, just because I had to rewrap. Like I told you, I did my swatch, had to undo the swatch. But sometimes when I have those, I don't. But then anything like that's hand dyed, I always wind up and then put it in a bowl. Let's see. I don't want to miss anything. Tracy, Christina, hope your daughter's feeling better. And then I hope you get it. My Purple Heart hooks. They said it was delivered to Chicago. Oh, I hope, Melinda, I hope you get it. My Purple Heart hooks. They said it was delivered to Chicago, but I got them. I hope you got them. If I'm understanding correctly, you got your hooks. That's all that matters. I just want to make sure you have your hooks. Sometimes I see like customers, because I am the customer experience manager. So sometimes anytime I see a potential like problem, my customer service hat comes on. But really quickly, I am going to, before I start catching up on all of the messages, Kivia, hello. I just saw your name. Hello. I hope you're doing well, Kivia. I'm going to try and share my screen because I would like to share this one really nice one cardigan that could tempt someone to start something, and one top. These are from older issues, and that's why I just want, because I love to always highlight what we're working on, like what we currently have right now, but then also some of the older ones because they're just as pretty. So I'm going to try and share my screen. I can't make promises for how well this will go, but I think it'll go well. I can't imagine it not going well because I tried to I think you can see me correctly if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. So I have a few. So I wanted to share this cardigan because this is the Cordyline cardigan from summer 2020. And I thought, I know it's summer. This is a summer issue. However, I really like this because it feels it can be spring. Because spring, like I said, I was like, it's getting warm where I am, but then I also know it's not really warm. And it's also like, it's like kind of dipping cold again. So I did want to share this cardigan because I think it's one that I've easily skipped because of the color. When I normally go through different, just different like patterns I may want to share. And I always scroll through our pictures. And I think because of just the color itself, it wasn't grabbing my attention. But today I was looking at the magazine and I was like, wait a minute, I don't know this one. I have like a good idea of so many of our just like patterns from across all of our issues. I don't always remember every single one of them, but I have like a good idea of what's in what. And I was so surprised. I was so surprised because this is so pretty and it's perfect for like a spring because it's still like, it's a cardigan, it's a layer. So I just wanted to share this really quickly because I'm in love with it. Let me see. Nope, not that way. So this is by Katie from Katie and the Squid, which is a really fun like business name handle, if you will. But I love this. You can't see where I'm pointing, but what I love about this is the boxiness of it without it being too boxy. Because sometimes I feel like when we go boxy, it's a little, the proportions aren't always there and it's either too boxy and it just doesn't like sit right. This one, it's like the perfect length and it's so good to like layer. But then it's short sleeve, so then it's not too hot. Anyway, I don't know why this one, I was like, I need to share. I was like, if I share anything, I'm sharing this cardigan. So it's the Cordy Lane cardigan by Katie from Katie and the Squid, and it's from summer 2020. So I'm going to keep sharing about that. I'm going to keep reading your comments, but I had to share this before anything else because I'm like, let me zoom in here. Let me zoom in. Look at that texture. I don't know why I love the sleeve. And then also this is in one piece. So the way it's built, you don't have to seam things together. So for those who don't like seaming, you don't have to seam that much. And so I would say this is beginner friendly, mainly because you're mainly looking at, like, you still need to know how to crochet because obviously you're doing chains, but you're doing mainly single crochets and you're doing front loop only in some of these. But overall, it's not that, like, I think you do like a couple other stitches, but it's basic stitches that you do know as a beginner crocheter. So if you ever didn't want to seam anything and you wanted like a really nice like layering piece that can go from spring to summer, I had to share this. I don't know why I was so incredibly excited, but I don't know when I found this. I literally thought I need to save the pictures because I want to show it to the crochet along group. I hope you appreciated it. Even if you don't, there was someone who appreciated it or who will appreciate it, and it will all be worth it because I don't know, y'all are like the first people I think of when I get really excited about a pattern. I'm like, oh, I need to share it with them. I need to share it with you because it's true. Like, I think, first of all, I know I'm not the only one just starting patterns all the time, but two, this group appreciates a good pattern. And even if you don't make it, you always give feedback that I absolutely love. So anyway, I wanted to share this because, like I said, I kind of became obsessed. I don't know why, but I did. And I can't get over it. It's kind of like the perfect spring pattern. I know, like I said, I know that I'm not one to start another project. I have so many projects. I don't need to start another one, but I'm very tempted with this one, but I can't. I need to finish what I have. But anyway, oh goodness. I'm glad I will, because I had this on the corner of my eye and I was like, I need to share it with y'all. Anyway, okay. It's back to just me. Letty Reyna. Letty, I love your name. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well, Letty. How did you find us? Did you find us through like any of our emails or just the Facebook groups? I'm curious to know. I'm catching up on different things. Let's see. With Crochet Foundry magazine, is there a balance of pieces or more clothing heavy? I'm more of a shawl gal. Again, Alabama. It is really, yeah, no. So it's more garment heavy. However, we do, for example, when we have seven designs in a magazine, or yeah, we'll just go with 7 for now. 4 of them could be garments, but then the last 3, probably 2 accessories, 1 home decor, or 1 other, like, not quite, like, for example, we had like a laptop case in one of them, like laptop tablet. We do, like, it can vary. So sometimes I know there was a couple issues that will have more accessories. I think with we will always have, I think, more garments because it's kind of started and it's continued to be a size inclusive magazine. However, we do still like to have shawls. We've had some really pretty shawls. Like, I remember, I think it was the December 2022 issue. I think it's called First Snow by I can't remember if it was Corin from I Knit You Not. I Knit You Knit. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember now. But it's gorgeous shawl. So we actually, I would say, out of when we're not doing garments, we're for sure doing a shawl, or like usually a triangular shawl. Sometimes we have something a little bit like more longer rectangular. I know we have some shawls coming up. I can't remember if it's June or July. But we still have some shawls. So I totally get it though. When it's really hot, like I'm from South Carolina, I don't think I would be probably crocheting as many garments because of that. Because I mean, I like to use acrylic and that sometimes is just way too hot. So that's a really good question, but I hope I answered. But, and then also if you ever, we sell an annual subscription, which you would get with the annual subscription. You do get a crochet hook like this one, which is a size 5 or H, and you get one of our tote bags, which I wish I had one. I need to just have them send me one because they're not like a flat tote bag. It's quite like rectangular in size and you can fit a lot of yarn in there. So that comes with the annual subscription. Plus you get obviously 12 months of Crochet Foundry issues as they come out. And then we also have a seasonal bundle. So you can buy spring 2023, summer 2023, and things like that. And you'll get them. It'll get each month. So we have fall, spring, summer, winter. And we also do individual months. So you can buy, if you ever wanted to just kind of check it out, you can buy the individual month just by itself. I think that's a really popular option because, yeah, if you don't do a lot of garments, but say you really like a couple accessories, it's the best way to just kind of do it. Yeah, and then you can also, if you want it, this is just for everyone's information, not just for Yarning for a Smile. You can also buy individual patterns. A lot, if not all of our patterns are available for individual purchase. However, with most of them, it's just a better deal if you just do the single month. So that's just something to think about. But yeah, we do. If you look on our website, crochetfoundry.com, you can search via accessories and you can get an idea of the types of accessories we have. But yeah, I hope I answered that question well. I think I provided a lot of information and I hope you were able to catch it. But let's see. Yeah, I just finished a bunch of MJ Crochet's single stitch herringbone head warmers with Furl's Moonbeam yarn. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually love Moonbeam. I'm not really into a lot of silver. I'm not into silver that much because in general, I'm more of like warmer colors, but Moonbeam, gorgeous. I think I have the Moonbeam somewhere. Anyway, it's going to take me too long to find it. That's the thing. Let's see. I cannot see the links, but will I be able to see them on YouTube on the page later on Facebook? You will be able to see them on YouTube. I think last time you were on through YouTube and you were able to see them. And you should be able to see the links on the actual individual videos later on in the groups and things like that, like once it's over. Kivia, you want a Scorpio hook? I'm with you, Kivia. That is happening, if I'm not mistaken, this year. So fingers crossed, we stick to schedule. I love that it's square. Oh, the cardigan, it is so, I love it because it's boxy, but it's not too boxy. Sometimes some patterns go a little too boxy and it just is like a box, but it's too big of a box. Which some people rock that look. I personally do not rock that look. So I do prefer a small box. But no, this one, oh, I love it. I love it. Um, I will move mountains and completely change a pattern to avoid seaming. I understand in some pieces it's meant for sure. You know, I don't love a seam, and now I used to like literally seam things with like darning needles and stuff. I don't anymore. Now I literally slip stitch everything together. But no, for those who, I'm curious, who still like seam, and not still because it's like out of date. I'm just curious. I just haven't used one of these in so long. But it's funny that I had one readily available. That does surprise me. Anyway, back to your comments. Sweet Victoria, thanks for thinking. I think of y'all all the time. It's actually like I said, I say this every week, and it's probably really cheesy, and I don't care because y'all are like the highlight of my week, and I get really excited for this, and I always try to. I know we like to chit chat, and we chit chat a lot, so don't get me wrong. I love that part. But I do want to bring some crochet like patterns into it because there's actually normally when we like kind of almost open up the floor for people to ask questions or they ask for recommendations. There's actually a lot of people who want to know just the different patterns like and different skill levels and things like that. So like for example, this cardigan, like it is beginner friendly. So I like to share as much beginner friendly patterns with y'all as possible because even for someone who's more experienced with crochet, a beginner friendly pattern is, I personally am not going to be complaining about that. I love something that I can just kind of endlessly work on, or mindlessly, I should say, but it's great. I hope y'all keep enjoying it. Please feel free if you ever have questions, keep asking. I'm always here to like look for something for y'all to then either email you about it or share it in the next live. Like I enjoy that personally. CF should really do a best of issue that we could buy. Oh, Christina, when I say that's something we are so wanting to have, like this specific best of in a physical magazine, I wish I could say like it's actively happening, like it's in the works right now. It's not in the works as in like nothing's being printed right now, but it's something that we really, really want. So I'm hoping we can do it. We've been talking a lot about it. So it is in our plans to do. But yeah, like I said, it's not like I have a timeline, but it's something that we all actively really want to do. But exactly in the sense of we want to do a best of, to be like hard copy and digital. That would be great because then I would love, like, it would be so fun if we could do that. And then we could also involve a lot of what y'all want to see. Like if we could have something where you vote and we have, a few things and it's like you kind of vote. So we can have like just best of based off like popularity and sales, but then we can also have like the fan favorite of what you all really love to see. That would be so fun. I really hope that's something we can accomplish this year. Obviously it has to be later this year, but I'm hopeful that it can happen. I just don't know when exactly it will happen. Let's see. I am scrolling. Hi, everyone I miss. Kivia, you're so sweet. I'm the same way. I'm like, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. But hello to anybody that I do miss. And Letty, I'm so happy you found us through a Facebook group. That's so nice. I'm glad you made it. It is always nice to welcome new people. People sometimes drop in and then some people watch all the way through. Please feel free to like jump in and out whenever you need to, as long as you just enjoy it. So do whatever you were able to. And thank you for answering that for me. I feel like I should have known as an affiliate, but I never looked into it, but adore the hooks. Yearning for a smile. You're totally fine. Sometimes it's like, I feel like it's a good question. So no question is a bad question, in my opinion, for majority of everything. But something like this, it's good. It's easy to kind of hash out like with words and not just like an email. So it's totally fine. I think it's actually a very good question because there's a lot of people who didn't really know that they could either buy things individually, like patterns individually. They didn't know they could buy seasonal bundles. So it was a very good question. You're totally fine. Let's see. Kayla says the spring 2022 has a beautiful climbing vine shawl. But yes, that one is a really pretty one. Why don't I pull up some shawls since we're talking about shawls? I just need to find it first, but I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's really pretty. It's also a green, like it's not a lime green because it's not like in your face lime green, but it's like a nice, almost warm lime green, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I will find it for you because I was just looking at it earlier today. Let me see this. Okay, I can pull it up and talk at the same time. Let's see. Moonrose Craft, hello, happy you're here. I definitely remember your cute little panda, which I find. And then is it like a crocheted collar on it? Either that or a very large scrunchie. I'm just curious, but I'm saying hello at the same time. Let me see. Where's my vines? Where's my vines? I'm looking for it now. I may have passed it. Oh, cool. Oh goodness. Now I can't find it, but I don't want to just scroll and not. Hello from San Diego. Hi, Facebook user. We can't see your name, unfortunately, but hello. I know it's something with the permissions that you have to like, I don't know, but I'm glad you're here from San Diego. Did you say San Diego? Yes, I think you did. Dan Diego. I assume it's San Diego. I could be wrong. Okay. So we got a shawl here. This is a lighter shawl, obviously, because of all like the lace work on it, if you want to call it that. It's really, really nice. Like I said, it's like a warm lime greenish, but not lime green. I don't know why that's the only thing that's coming to mind. But yeah, so this is, I really enjoy this one. It's very, I like when they do go quite narrow, because then there's, I feel like, a lot more styling room for it. This is one of the shawls. This is the one that Kayla mentioned. Yeah, I will stop sharing. I love the sharing thing. It has changed everything because now I can show you so many patterns and I don't have to show my like iPad that you can't see anymore, because when we started this, it was very dark and now it's not. So then the brightness just, anyway. Living in the remote, I have never seen a crochet magazine. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think when I like, not that, again, I don't want to start, I don't want any of us to get a little heated about it the way I do. There's just so much more, I feel like, knit media and things like that, and knit things. And so if I ever did see, like, I remember just being at like bookstores, if I ever did see things, it was for knitting, not so much for crocheting. So it would be so fun to have more crochet, like physical crochet things. So I would hope, I know even Crochet Foundry was almost in a way going, I think it was going to be a book at one point, and then they decided to do more of a magazine and keep doing issues of it. So I think it would be really great to do more of in print for crochet. Let's see. How did you renew? There isn't a renew button. Do we need to wait till the last month of a subscription to renew? That's a great question. Curated Life by Wiggle Butt Crochet. That's a really cute name. If you're having, you should, it depends what subscription you have. So if you want, send us an email, because it could be that you have the older subscription model. So send us an email, support@crochetfoundry.com. I'm sending this in the comments again. And we can look at it for you. Because if you don't have an older subscription model, it should be able to renew it. But it could, something like that. We can look into it for you. Sorry, my mind is now thinking of what could be happening, and I get very distracted by my own thoughts sometimes. But let's see. I just found that out. I was hoping to look to see what month might be the best to buy. Is this in terms of the subscription as well? I may have missed something, Lindsay. If I do, I apologize. But feel free to send it again, and I can maybe answer it for you. And then we need a lever hook. We are trying to get it. We're trying to get all Zodiac this year. So that's just like a little side note disclaimer. Fingers crossed, if things go according to schedule, we should have all Zodiac hooks this year, like, available. So let's all hope that we get those hooks in. Or just mainly that things go according to schedule, because sometimes there's either shipping delays or manufacturing delays. But anyway, let's see. Oh my goodness. I've literally just been thinking about slip stitching instead of using the darning needle because it drives me crazy. I've wondered if people actually do that. Well, I'm going to give it a go. Megan, you totally, it was a game changer for me. I still don't like love seaming things because it's kind of like, oh, I have all my pieces, just please be together. But yeah, the slip, I also like, so one time because you would seam it to then have the little ridge on the inside. I one time did not do the seam. I did not seam it, I guess, correctly. So then my ridge was on the outside, but it was actually a really fun like texture to it. And I do believe some people like incorporate that into almost like the design of the garment or whatever it is you're working. May it be, something else. So I think you should give it a go. Give it a go and let us know what you think. I personally, I think a darning needle also, I think you could hide a seam better, but at this time in my life, I don't care about it. And so I don't mind that I have the little ridge on the inside. However, a darning needle, like I know you can really get that like invisible, kind of like literally invisible just seam with like sleeve to like panels and things like that. Sanita, okay, I still use a darning needle. I like to weave in because I'm paranoid that I might unravel. Okay, you're right. I still do. However, I also, like if I need to join yarn, I normally crochet it in. I think it's really, I would say it's a lot easier with like a single crochet. But I do know some people who also will seam in their ends, like double crocheting them. I get a little hesitant. I think normally if it's like a double crochet, I will half double, I'll still crochet it in. Double crochet is normally when I then start with a darning needle, like we'll weave in my ends that way. But that's a good point. Yeah. But there are some people who don't even touch darning needles, like they've not touched them again. So, oh goodness. Let's see. Beginner friendly ones are palette cleansers and also great for advanced, to modify and make their own. I think that's so true. Like I sometimes will see pictures of a pattern and it's like, oh, I made this pattern. I'm like, but it doesn't look the way that I thought it did. And then it's because they did kind of like, it was more of a beginner friendly and then they modified it and it's amazing. So that's actually a great point. Could be cool to vote on a remake in a different color or yarn for some of the makes. Leanna, that's such a great idea. I love that. We've actually been talking about getting in more samples of past designs so we can get it either on a different size or a different color or even a different yarn, because like texture can really play a big part in a design, as you would know. But yeah, that's something we're actually really considering. And I hope, the reason I do want to start finishing some of the ones that I've started is so that I can then send it to whoever and they can get more pictures of it. So then we can put it in, on just our website and things like that, because we do like to have, we are size inclusive. So we have sizes from extra small to 5X. And, it is sometimes difficult, like from either direction, if you're looking at a small sized garment and you're on more of the bigger size end, so like a plus size, it's a little difficult to kind of like picture it, and vice versa. If it's a plus size sample on a model and you're then looking and you're more of a size, medium small, you may not be sure how exactly it fits. So we love that idea. I hope we start doing this soon, because it's just, I'm a very visual person, and I think a lot of people are for like a lot of reasons. And to see more variety of that same pattern is super helpful. May it come to drape, to color, to sizing. It's totally a great idea. So let's see, they are supporting the magazine and the designers plus the affiliates when people shop. This is true. When you shop the magazines, and this is one thing that I love. I love that we work with not just like very well-known designers like MJ's Off the Hook, but we also work with some designers that hadn't either been published before or hadn't thought about selling their patterns, even though they were making patterns. And it's kind of my favorite part, that we like to work with a variety of people, because everybody has a unique perspective and ideas, and so it's great to do that. But let's see, I've been printing out my issues of the magazine. and using a beautiful clip and folder for them. I know it's not a physical magazine, but it's close for now. That's a great idea. I print out all of my patterns in general, so I'm there with you. Let's see, Victoria, I have lunch happy about us posting our web. Can we post our progress or only picture question like at the beginning or when we're completed? You can post whenever you want. So once I don't know why, I tried 3 times to post the picture that's going to be pinned. But you can post whenever. Like if you want to just post your whip picture in the group, we can easily put those on take those into consideration for the win on the 31st of May. Because there's 31 days that I forgot about. Let's see. Can you see my name now? Oh, yes, Monica. Hello. Happy San Diego represent. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you got it to work. Sometimes people aren't able to, and it makes me sad when they can't. But I'm happy, Monica, that you're here. Let's see. That looks like avocado green. That's a great. Thank you, Gardening First Mom. Avocado green. That's a great. A mossy green. That's another great one. I couldn't really. I couldn't come up with anything besides lime, but then lime is too bright, almost like neon. But anyway, I want to make sure Brianna has the boho pineapple wrap in summer 2021. That is super high on my list to make this summer. Pineapple wrap. I'm trying boho pineapple. Let me see. I'm trying to remember which one that is. I'm very curious now. I will share another Brianna. Now that you say this, you reminded me actually, and I'll show. We're getting on almost an hour, y'all. So I'm gonna have to start wrapping it up. But I do want to share this one because it is actually really nice. I will find your boho pineapple wrap. I will show it next week, Christina. I just don't want to waste any time in finding it because sometimes it takes me a minute. Boho pineapple. I'm on it for next week. You better believe it. But I do have another top. It is Brianna though. So it's not the wrap, but it is a Brianna. Let's see. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, we're fine. I thought I exited out of everything. So let me go to my pictures. And this is one that we have it in 2 sizes. And you can see some of the customization. I can't say that word. I'm so sorry. So you can see the variety that we can have. So this is the Key Largo top. And what I loved about this is that we had it in this size. And then we also had it in a size, I think it was a small. And then you also see how this one has that, what's it called? The sleeve a little bit tighter, if you will. And the same with the band at the bottom. But you also had the option to then do it with a loose sleeve and a looser band at the bottom. So that's what's also really fun is a lot of our patterns and designs will have these options to kind of customize it. So you can always, of course, customize however you would like. However, sometimes I know personally, I can't always think of everything of how to maybe do it best. So it's really nice when the pattern itself does come with that. Even with just cropping lengths and things like that. But I loved that we had it in 2 colors. And I loved that both of them just were those different options. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really, this is, like I said, this is Key Largo top by Brianna K Designs. I believe that's her handle, Brianna K Designs, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it would be amazing if the magazine showed the design samples of different sizes, but with that, it would also be great if near the photo that was size. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I think that's actually a really great recommendation. I'm going to write this down and share this with the team because that's true. We can kind of guess, if you're looking at it, I can see this, I think that's a small, but what if it's a medium, and different things like that. Sizes on magazine. I'm going to put that in. Thank you so much. Even if it's we just put this by, yeah, that's a great idea, Christina. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Wendy, you're so sweet. You look great in tie-dye. You're so kind. But this is, like I said, Key Largo top from spring 2021. This is by Brianna of Brianna K Designs. And this feels like a fun one because the drape on it, so it's a fingering weight yarn with the size of 5/H hook. So the drape is going to be just so nice and flowy. That's why I keep doing my hands because that's, I feel all I can imagine. But anyway, I'm going to start. Oh, so last week, Christina won the May issue, but Christina has the May issue. So if you've been commenting, basically, I'm going to pick a comment and the comment will win the May issue of Crochet Foundry, okay? You don't have to say a specific word. Just if you've commented at all. Michaela, hello, so happy you're here. I just saw that you were on. Hi. So if you've commented at all, you are in the win, or you're not in the win, you're in the potential to win, I should say. And I will scrolly. And then you could win May 2023. Just you can email us and I'll send all those details, but I'm going to start scrolling. I think I missed a few comments. I know I didn't read out all the comments that y'all were talking to each other, but I hope you saw it. If you didn't, let me know. But I'm going to scrolly. And thank you for a great week again. Like I said, y'all are my faves. I appreciate the time you spend with me. Like, we were on here chit-chatting for an hour, and so many of you are still here, and I am amazed that you could just hear me talk. But I do like to read as many people's comments as I can, just because I feel like that way you're part of the live as well. But yeah, so I'm going to scrolly. And let's see. I always end up clicking like in the middle, and it's very frustrating. But let's see. I'm gonna now, thankfully I have the wheel. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Again, in the middle. It's the second time. Okay, I'm gonna scroll one more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, there we go. Tracy LaRose. I hope you don't have May 2023 because you just won it. So let me know if you want it. But here, you can email us at support@crochetfoundry.com. Congratulations. I hope you like creating beautiful things because you're going to get a bunch of beautiful patterns in May. I loved May. Personally, that's the one where I think a couple people had already made it. And yeah, thanks so much everybody for being here. I will work on my swatch. I won't reveal too much. I'll keep working on my swatch. Very excited for this one. You really won't see much of it until months later, but you will see it, and then it'll be great because months later I'm going to put it on and I'm going to say, hey, this is what I was working on in May. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, a great day, and I can't wait to see you next week. I'll try to get this post again, like this picture of the swatch on the group because it wouldn't upload. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your week. Have fun. I hope you can crochet some. And yeah, can't wait to see you all. Bye.